Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're loving yourself and others like always. Many thanks to all of you for all the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You are loved, celebrated, and appreciated. Christianity is deteriorating in Nigeria, a country in West Africa, because of the lies told. This is coming from the lips of a bishop who is addressing his congregation. One of you brought this to my notice, and I want to share this with all of us here so that we have a deliberation and listen keenly to some of the points that he is bringing out. So we go straight to the point, listen to him, and we deliberate upon it.
It is my firm conviction, through a historical analysis of the few years of Christianity in Nigeria, about 100 years, or a little more in most parts, that Christianity began to deteriorate and collapse in Nigeria the moment some Christian preachers and ministers, some of them Catholic priests, started telling the people, especially those who were suffering, that believing in Christ will bring breakthrough, miracles, and end of your sufferings. If you accept Jesus in your life as your personal savior, and these people claimed to be ministers of the gospel of Christ. And they were telling the people, my God is not a poor God. My God is not a suffering God. My Jesus is no longer on the cross. Christians were made to believe that Christianity worked like Okite and Ekombute. And especially if you brought money to the pastor or preacher or to the priest in the name of tithe or offering or seed sowing, and if you said some prayers, even penance for sin, even fasting for discipline and help of the poor, they were all made instruments of breakthrough. Selfishness. And Christians, poor Christians, believed that. And money started pouring in. These men and women became powerful, very rich, and arrogant, under nobody's control. They amassed wealth, built elite schools and universities, established businesses and factories, and became large employers of labor. Some of them acquired private jets. Those who felt they couldn't use private jets would just call one member. The Lord wants a foreigner from you. Sorry. That was when our church started decaying. Yes, the number was growing, but the number that was growing was the number of pagan churchgoers, not Christians. The Nejuka Mehena Goma Odo Aneja Goma Kamije Wotodo, it would take candle. Unshake, Eja Goma, Kamije would take shake, it would incense. Kamije would olive oil. And if it does not happen the way they told you it will happen, it is always your fault, not theirs. And honestly, many people received miracles. Why? Let me tell you clearly. If I decide to become a criminal and a thief and a 419er and a Yahoo, and gather all of you around me and tell you that whatever you ask the Lord in his name, he will grant you, and all of you gather around me in my church or in my house, if you pray with faith, God will answer your prayer in spite of the fact that I'm a criminal. But the fact that God answers your prayer in my presence does not make me a saint. I remain the thief. Don't be deceived. Some, I don't ever say all. There are many honest, passionate disciples of Christ who are advancing the cause of the gospel and of the cross. Those who know no, it's not about this world. Yes, but not according to your command, not according to his will. Many of them. But a lot more now, a lot more people now have become pure cheats and businessmen and women who parade themselves as ministers of the gospel. Ụfọdụ na-anọrọ n'ime ahịa gị na-emepe ụlọ ụka ha ya pastọ ọ ga-abịa egbute eke shọpụ onye ọmụnọ na Ọnịcha maọbụ Enugu maọbụ Lagos maọbụ Abuja, mana o nwere pastọ na-arụ ọnụ ya chọọchị na Nsụka maọbụ n'Ugbola ahụ maọbụ n'Enugu Ezike. Ndị ụka na-egbule. Why do we expect things to be better when nobody has accepted that being a Christian means to suffer? Go and ask true Christian.
All right, Majesties, that was it. And we're going straight to the points that he pointed out here. And the fact that Christianity makes you irresponsible is something that a lot of you Christians don't want to see. Okay? Making you irresponsible in the way that how do you eat when you do not work? When you do not till the soil, you don't sweat. How do you eat? The moment you feel like there is a God, like this your God is a God that gives you food without you working, that's where the whole thing became wrong. Because as a responsible being, as a responsible melanated, you should know that there is what do you call it? There is honor in your hard work. So you need to work, and from your hard work, you get food that you eat. That's what makes you responsible. But the moment you want to sit all day, lazy around all day, and then hope that at the end of the day you have food to eat. So where do you get the food from? It start birthing the thoughts of going to take from your neighbor forcefully. And this is the reason why we have a lot of religious people in the continent, especially Nigeria. Nigeria is one of the countries with the largest religious groups. Plenty churches everywhere and mosques. But plenty criminals as well. So why is it like this? It's because this religion makes you irresponsible. Okay? They tell you that your God is a miracle worker. So you don't need to work. You only need to go and sit in a place where they call the home where this your God dwell. Just sit there and be looking. And then at the end, the food comes by your side. You eat, you sleep and wake up. Another food comes by your side. Because I don't see the reason why you are not advised to go and work. Till the soil, get your food legitimately, be responsible. You see? And that's what pushed me to the explanation he made about exploitation. Because you think that is your God is a magic worker. You don't need to work. You only need to sit and shout Jesus, and the food will fly and come and meet you. So at the end, when it doesn't work that way and reality floods you on your face, you end up exploiting people so that you can survive. A lot of people we have today as ministers, as pastors and priests, are people who exploit other people because they don't want to suffer, they don't want to stress themselves. Look at their skin, they are looking so beautiful, their skin is looking so nice, they are driving the best cars, but they are not doing anything. The only thing they do is to sit and tell you that your miracle is coming tomorrow. So give me the one that you have. The little money you have to give me, so that big miracle that is coming will reach you. You give them the little you have. And then you see that thing did not work. You still have to go and work for that thing to happen. And there was something he said. He made mention of sometimes when this 419ers gathers you and then prophesy that you are going to have something, you come and pray. And when you pray with faith, that thing which you pray for happens. He had made that clarification, which I have been seeing here. If you pray in any name or in any building or in any form and your prayer was answered, it's not because you prayed in that building. It's not because you prayed in that name. It is because you pray with faith. And this is where faith has to do with you. So the power is in you. It's not in any name. It's not in any building. It's not because of any man of God. Okay? And because it is exploitation, they keep exploiting people. They tell you it is because of my God. This is my God that did this miracle. You see? And a lot of you go on, spend your money on these so-called men of God, forgetting that the power is in you. Without you, nothing will work. If you never had that faith at that moment while you were praying, what you were looking for would have not come to you. But because you had the faith, and that is why what you looked for came to you. So it's you. It is because of you that it happened. It's not because of any man of God somewhere that you're now entitled to carry your money every month to go and give to that man. That it is the man that saved you. A lot of people have idolized people in the name of it is this person that helped me. This person saved me. You begin to worship men and women, forgetting that if not because of the faith you have in whatever you were doing, nothing would have come to pass. And this is what is pushing my mind to the lost books of the Bible. That word lost is not correct because those books were not lost. They are still available. They are there. If you want them, you can get them to read them. They deliberately omitted these books. Why? Because these books emphasize this on the fact that the power is in you. There's nothing that will happen in your life without you giving consent to. Every good thing that happened in your life happened because you gave consent to it, either directly or indirectly. Every bad thing that happened in your life happened because you gave consent to it, either directly or indirectly. And that's why I keep telling you that our thoughts are powerful. So be careful with what you think about. When you think about evil over yourself, that evil manifests. Because there are spirits around. You don't see them, but they see you. And they see through you. It's the energy that you produce that attracts them. Okay? Because what they see is the flow of energy. They don't even sometimes see you as the flesh. They see you as the energy. And that's why you can attract either good spirits or bad spirits. So a lot of lies is surrounding this religion. A lot of lies, like I said in the other live session that we had. The aim of these people who these organized religions claim that they are, living their life after all these ascending masters. Their aim was not to create a religion. Their aim was to create a way of life that will help man ascend from this lower consciousness. Because they figured it out that man is more powerful than what the state that he or she is in. Okay? So they needed to, create a way of life that will help man ascend. That was their aim. Their aim was not to create any religion. And that's why they didn't tell you to go and create any religion. Did you hear in any of those books, these ascending masters telling you that they create this religion? No. They only show you a way of life to follow. But why do we now have organized religion? Because of the matrix, because of the supremacists, because of those who are seated and claim that they want to control everybody. And they and their ancestors are the ones responsible for the condition that man is in today. And that's why the knowledges that they have, it is secret. They hid it on the ground in their archives. They don't want anybody to get to that secret. They are the only ones that know the secret. And they are using this secret to lord it over thousands and millions of people around the world. Why? Because they enjoy the power that they are holding on to. And they are doing the bidding of those who have put them there. I just feel like showing this to you today. Leave your thoughts and opinion there at the section. And I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others. Stay safe, stay positive. Always your majesties. Bye for now.